Well, it's been several weeks since the last time I showed you the progress of the house. Thought I would show you again. They made quite a bit of progress. They're still working on it. Finished those arches. Last time I recorded, the arch hadn't been finished. So they've done real well on that. They got the wrought iron stairs up. The concrete, they put another layer of concrete on the steps. They've been filling in the concrete where they had cut for the electric lines. They got that filled in and making good progress on everything else. See if we can see some of this here. See, they got the big steel windows in, and they build a red tile overhang over each window to keep the rain from coming in during the rainy season. See, all the way up to the top, the third level there, that tile up there, they got that in. There's a picture of the arches from this angle. So basically I got everything finished except painting, and they'll be getting on that soon. See, remember that wall was all torn up there where they'd put the wiring in? They got that all fixed. They're gonna see, all of that was cut out before. Okay, let's go upstairs. Take a look at the floors. Hope this sun don't burn my camera out. It's pretty bright up here. Well, you can see the tile that they've got on the floor out here. Got the doors in. They got the tile in. I believe this is Ryan's room. Finished the tile and the baseboard. They've painted those windows, got them in. Got window curtain hangers built in up there. So making good progress. I like that floor. It's pretty, and Spirit likes it too, don't you, Spirit? Okay, here's the Logan's room. They've done real well. Got the tile in and grouted the floors. Got the windows in. And the curtain rod up there, I don't know if you can see it or not. Yeah, you can see it, I think. So that's that. That skylight there, they took that out, polished it up, cemented it back in there, so it's right in the floor, but it adds a lot of light downstairs, so you don't have to burn a light all day. And well, you see where everything's going to go. The commode's going to go right there. The bathtub, they got it sitting there, but they hadn't finished building the tile up. And the sink they hadn't put in, but they'll get that in soon. They got the little ventilator in the wall up there, and that window in. So now let's go upstairs and see what it looks on the third level. I don't believe I've taken you up there yet. Boy, the sun is so bright. Let me turn this thing off until I get up. Okay, we've made it up. The spiral staircase. Got the spiral staircase installed here. And they're starting to paint on it, the staircase. They haven't finished the painting yet. But we are on the 3rd level here. And right there is the top level with my little shelter there. And I plan on coming up here and spending the nights at night and do stargazing from out here. Might get me a little telescope so I can look at the constellations, so on, and look for UFOs. They say there are a lot of UFOs here. Hadn't seen any yet, but people say they see them all the time. But it's nice and cool up here. This is a beautiful view from the 3rd level. I really love it up here. Love those mountains. Right there's the steeple of the cathedral downtown. You can see it right there through that roof or building there. So that's how far we are to the lake. The lake shore is right there near the cathedral. So we're not that far from the lake. I got my little family radio service handy talkies up here. Carried one of them up here yesterday and talked to Ryan. He was all the way down to the lake. They reach a lot farther when you get up here on top of this thing. And right there's the top of my G5 RV. It was really high before we got this 3rd level, when we just had a single level. But I'm gonna have to take that down and put me up a better antenna system. But there's the top of my G5 RV, and I built a little 440 ground plane, which is mounted right at the top of that PVC pipe there. And that thing reaches a long way. From, well, I guess the house itself, we're probably at 35 feet on this floor, and that's a good, what, 15 feet higher than the roof. So it's a good 45 feet to the top of that pole right there. And that little ground plane mounted right at the PVC. I made it out of coat hangers. It works great. And there's my loop, the corner of my loop where I'm feeding the loop with ladder line right there. And you can see the loop a lot better now. See how it goes right around there to that pole. And then, see, my little 2-meter 440 was pretty high at one time. I'm going to have to bring it up here and mount it up here, and it'll be a lot higher. I'm above it now. But you can see the loop. I can get it higher now because it's just hanging in the tops of those trees. And it goes right there to that building there where the Bougainvillea is. That corner, and then around to that white pole there, and then need to get it up a little higher. Goes from that white pole to the green pole there, and then all the way around to that corner where it's fed with ladder line. So that's my loop. It's 230 feet of wire fed with ladder line there, and tuned with the MFGA Deluxe Versa tuner too. And man, I talk all around the world with that wire there. But I'm hoping in the not too distant future, after I've paid off all this, I'm paying by the week on this construction. I have to pay the builders and for materials every week, and up to this point everything's paid for up to this point. And so all I got left, as you can see, is to finish the painting. We're going to paint the roof there with red ceiling paint, roofing ceiling paint, sealer. And this right here is going to be left like this. You see the holes where the water drains out. We bought water spouts for each one of these holes. There's, see how the water spouts right there. Water spout there and a water spout there. And that water, it's the incline of the floor is so the water will move toward those spouts. There's 2 on that side and 2 on this side. So there's a spout and there's a spout. So we're way on up here. Be a good place to mount a antenna up here, way up above ground level. And here's my extra water. The water comes in from the street system here, and it fills that tank up there, and this is the emergency water. If the water from my ground reservoir runs out, then I can turn that valve there, and that water right there will drop down, gravity fed, into the ground cistern, and that's just emergency water supply. The ground system, well, I can't even see it from here, but the ground system, there you go, you can see it, I think, right down there. That water would go all the way down there if we needed an emergency into that ground system, and then we got a pump, pressurized pump that pumps it throughout the house and everything for the water supply. That's a pretty good system. That ground cistern is a whole lot bigger than that right there, and this is a emergency water supply. So, but you see how the neighbor's house is red? We're going to get the red paint painted on all the roof there, and the roof down there is we're going to get that repainted, all repainted. And there's the very front of the house. We're going to get it all repainted. But you see that lower level all the way down there, the red, that's the height that the whole house was when we first moved here. And see how much higher we are now. Built 3rd level right here. And this 3rd level is just going to be a place for me and Ryan just to get away from all the noise and confusion of the house. I like it up here. I like high places. I like being high. Well, little update on how things are going with the house. So I guess we'll go down the spiral staircase. Hope I don't kill myself. Hope everybody enjoys my video.